Yemo bibia kwa ba na yemfa mbra mega TV and platform we eso. De bia maka enkofo bi ne wokurum ha omo de omo beya ne se omo bebo jandam dia NPP food soldiers in journalism. Omo de ni se omo tititi radio program so a omo from who host. Na de omo ya ne se omo make sure say NDC talent no more why talent no more why but inshallah Nyankopon ti asidi yura John Dramani Mahama eniyama mi jen poku nana ombesa sidi ama Ghana afana ntuma pa efra one journalist me di mani hwe no a oni show de omoye mienu so no sanyo no omu nyina owe jandam eye Nana Yaw Kesse ene kwa mi sefakan omu show no so kukuruku dumadi sa show we they have dedicated it to jandam any hypocrisy and omodiye abusia sani se honti yenti esema ekoso ho no how NDC ni no kasa o interrupt no NDC ni so de me hene ha menti ase musa ne muye ni mundada enti wo de ba e de be hia abusia fo yenti conversation no ekoba ibeto aso meso so document betum na wa like na wa share na fufuro onye bia hwe hanom story means your number one authentic platform mega TV yenti se ni bia ekoba ibeto aso
banana time woman now the SML now crazy
Nana
remember CID 10 minutes why 15 Joseph 15
okay me that's it Nana woni bibi
just okay
aya na mi bisa me ho se aya mi hu ana mi nim bibia aya ye nuonum NPP fo enye sa akokuduro of defending wrongdoing. Eti wiase na minima ni se onipa wo ya ade bi na ebese ade a wo ye no wonya ni ye a upon sober reflection you need to have modicum of what respect and regret omundi de ntisa afen omunya kokuduro ha omani and lie and defend the wrongdoing through their teeth, thinking that they can convince everybody. And the reset agenda is working. Now, you cannot reset a system when you don't expose wrongdoings. And even a woman. One who say, send a minister Kasana as a 1 year briefing. You came to speak about idea Mumwako who rehearsal say position I acquire defending misleading conformity. So you say that so you think that you had briefing. When you are speaking to a position that you plan to defend wrongdoing, it doesn't mean, sir, who are briefing. Then I call Suminia. Mobile power, no, say, oh, light wave contract, no, was under NDC government. Now, $180 million. You are coming to save money for the country. They are saving money for Ghana. And they have taken the contract from $180 million to $100 million. Sakasa we are namuka. Sabi preduasa. Thinking say they will say that convince the Ghanaian people. Na ye first bo hu nyansa krono a obia hu. Look, there is always a day of reckoning in whatever you are doing on this earth. And that is where we are now. Muse contract no mu save Ghana sika. Enti ekwasi 180 to $100 million. The question we are asking is, Minister Bisa Okoboy, any more NPP for on behalf of Ghanaian people, the general public, they say $100 million contract no. Ejuma be no mu ye sika sign na mutu ai. Out of 947 hospitals, how many hospitals and now what team connected to system so now how many na mutuai logistics to say okay phones I was say would ba eka logistics one e de be adwuma yes specify phones I was say would ba iPhones are Ubadru hospital be say rich hospital ukwadru Samsung no mu de buy Samsung nimpo no say was say 30 25. This is the job you did. Before we came me baho relax
see I didn't have
who kasa no allow you
see I didn't have man why pacho
mu buy no muni contract no wow kase we say 3 years na 2019 to 2024 so covid ba boom cramp na covid chomo a we pursue after covid in a continue ya up to 2024 no na contract no wa hin. I am speaking today, I'm saying it here on authority say as at 31st December 2024 no there was no contract between Lightwave and government of Ghana. But what happened is the soft code no Lightwave was still controlling everything. They were still controlling the system. Enti opa na obie tam a wope.
Akoda. Mami bisa question you know is not where I
Charles, the
thing say. Bisa say there was no contract after December 2024.
Yes.
Within the contract now that soft code no was now as I say or handy over.
He has to.
No, I'm just saying say
he has to
within the contract no. I say or handy over. I the Minister of Health now.
Say or buy. Lightwave ne baga no. Or buy no say.
But question we need specific say. Yes, at the expiration of the contract in December 2024 no.
He needed to hand over the soft code to Ghana.
Is that a moral appeal or a contract?
A contract no more.
Contract.
Wow.
Yes, I am telling you what minister is doing now.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
After the mess,
I have series of questions here, but go ahead.
Don't worry.
Go ahead.
After they caused that mess.
Which mess?
So, Ministry of Health.
Mess, baby.
The mess is that system was more or less blocked. Who complaining? Who call hospital? They cannot access you. That is a mess there. So, Minister invited Papano. He lives in Atlanta, Obiti Atlanta, somewhere Atlanta. Where he come to her, we say, where Ghanaian. Wabaya and was say, Abra waji $77 million, no, aka about $28 million. Wabajisika eka. And the minister say, how? You are not finished doing the job. Sikakrampa Wutu, you were overpaid. So minister was trying to lure him so that they sit down. Now wabie system no ame, but the guy started playing his games, taking us for granted. Even Wababa Kwado minister blocked himself one man. People have to come in here and there, and minister allow him to go. So he realized that look, we cannot continue to be lamenting. Abra problem when people go to hospital and they cannot access the system to take them through treatment. For how long will you continue to be complaining? So Minister Teke idea say, we are going to make sure we develop a new system. You are developing new system now. Soft code will belong to Ghana. And Kwabese China Obiba was say soft code no a individual be a company ni be there. This particular one is for Ghana. So minister have to refer such standard logistics are lightweight for the buyer to the appropriate authorities, Attorney General, National Security, that is Yoko, and the rest. And then for another matter, and the amount of money paid. A year then Obiaji contract where you 1 year even half of the work. Now what you is 77%. About 70% rather. What you is $77 million out of $100 million. So instead of them to come out, accept it, and even thank the minister and the new administration for solving the mess, listen to Okoboy. Okoboy is sounding as if Onunisi said what defending light wave. He's denying says car what you and overpayment. The work they've done deserves $77 million. They deserve 70% payment. You are a former DC chief executive, you know. So Umo be a Juma, Umo contractor Juma. You cannot pay the contractor more than 50% of the money. Abra 1 year Juma and a half. But this is a situation that you have light wave 70% of the money, the total sum of the contract. And so 1 year and a half of Juma was in the contract. So when the new administration came, when the new minister came, he said, look, fine. Once the soft code is with him, without him, won't be near Juma. Or could a soft code on the BA system, Mamamo. So what do we need to do? Let's sit with him. Maybe I will say, I don't know, need look. And you know, a common sense. Amambo and your patapana di bumayu. And the minister who said, look, it is not about say who harassing the panel. So let me invite him. Let us sit down on round table so we can work together. Na condition we see nisika or no ayetua ne kabrus no wase wono nisika kam. A minister did not even argue with him on phone. Minister said no problem. If you feel that the work that you have done the work. Now you're more 70%. When you are supposed to take, in fact, all your money, which is 100%, that you come and let's sit down. Because minister knew. Say, Ejuma was here and 1 year we until when he came because he was coming to take his balance. So the impression you created, say, now you're $180 million. And now you managed $100 million to save the country $80 million. How did you save the country? In fact, when you have even made overpayment, when logistics that they supply to our various hospitals were substandard.
Okay. Now,
we are the some say we are. No one could draw. You have the ball to defend it.
Remember 15 minutes. Why are 15 minutes now? Be specific.
Nala, me. I said 9 minutes.
Eh?
9 minutes.
Tacho, Mr. Omian and people time. Now, my mean, be some specific land. Olandi and maybe some specific.
Auntie, any ha, any. Say about defend that, yeah, we know. Na cano briefing the general public. The briefing Minister of Health is giving the general public. And some of us know that alone is not enough. Baby, I didn't Bani say people will face court to answer questions. Why this amount of monies were paid? Why you supply Samsung when you are supposed to supply iPhone? People will answer those questions. Martin. That is why Daddy Amuya no Mwanuni Ninano Mubaka Manatu Namum Mempese mu ebedru hona mukro ya asa kwagina court say adena ya chu bi kokwa adena ya chu bi kwa iyoku.
Because of the contract we know.
Right, Mate, Chris, Mami.
As at 31st December, there was no contract.
But that I stated that.
Chris,
I told you.
And then the meeting on, but you are saying that the contract you are. Other than minister, if other, why did we call them?
Gentlemen, Pabjo, many times, and more, let's make progress. Chris, let's make progress. Say I didn't Chris, Pabjo, Mama, make progress. Chris, now me a set of questions be a person Bisa
Nana.
Okay, say, Kakrebi, I will say, or Mama, 70% or half of the work on ye. In your estimation, what constitutes half of the work?
Sure. Yeah, what 947 hospital. Let me get my figures right. I think I wrote it here. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, what 947 hospitals. It was a who connected our hospital so when you know there.
Sure.
It was system so. And yes, I'll be wakra. I'm a summon to me now. I want to me.
Yeah, who 947?
As I speak to you, we they divided 947 times 2. 1 to me half of it.
And why are you saying?
My second, I'll give you the right figure. I'll just go through what I wrote and give you the right figure. But I can say it in authority. Say he didn't do half of the 947.
Okay.
But meanwhile, he has been paid $77 million.
Yes,
my response to answer now, Wamano, and he say, "Is there also say about commissioner? Okay, Juma, okay. See the meter what you see now. Say offer a hospital like Konfano Teaching Hospital, offer Kolebu, offer Tamale. To me, you can never equate it to a Kumasi South Hospital. Because the workload now, Kumasi South Hospital times bear 5 and that's 6. And bet me a Juma.
See, I do the Konfano Teaching. Mamma Chris in the and Common Chris, are you saying, say, Yafa? Chip compounder or mikrum mehame. Na yefa district hospital a ABI work ranka. Oh. Na yefa bibi to say a rage ana UGMC. In your estimation, a juma a war UGMC. Any near what mehame chip compound ana Kranka district hospital. A bepe.
And to me a pet because even population the hospital biano a dependent patients do what that catchment area but what you say and me ya peda
good
but
send to me ya peda
me ya no ya now twaso and the question here is me question is say what the contract a wom say na wo Kranka na wo Mahame enye the same enye sa
maybe so what now say
na enye the same.
Okay,
of course it's not the same. Now wo was say wo connect system hospital bia but what you say na your more total hospital of 946
47
947 one timanya me say one timan connect whether the population is the same or not one timanya even 300
that's
even 300 hospitals one timan connect we na more than half of the money.
Your own minister said almost 452 over 300 now.
No problem. Why 400 and
what the M 400?
What? Why 400 divide 947?
Let's see.
Divide no, but na twanya butre. Ya din kwamo pa 947 wuncha me no.
Okay.
947 we dey Emmanuel 947 wuncha me no.
O ma me beside the next question. Obo hu say hin ase uchem.
This next question.
The entire hin ase obechem ni say.
Yes.
Workload ewo Konfanochi Teaching Hospital. Ana Kolebu. Ana 37. Ana Rage.
That's the point.
Say one may a contract of 100 million. Ojidi say sika me debe call Rage. Sika me debe call UGMC. Ni me debe call Kolebu. Eni dia me debe call G. Eni dia me debe call Kranka District Hospital. Eni me hame chip compound. Ebe ye pe.
Enye pe.
Enti enye pe a semitimi ye sa hospital kese amabubu yi. Na me ye all teaching hospitals. Na me itimi ye regional hospitals. Na me itimi ye polytechnics no area. Ufi say sa chip compounds na district ones na aka no. Say do sumpo chain sa regional hospitals here amaye ya. between Nimi and Nahinas Karodobeko.
Of course, your money will go to where there is population. Baby, I assume.
So that
you are no. You are no. Okay.
That is why your argument say a Juma no more half no, it will not suffice. Twazo.
Okay. Easy. There is an audit report on these 400 hospitals. There is audit report on that. The regional hospitals are or capture. With the back numbers in terms of numbers when the workload this one. And no crampon do 200. There is an audit report. So what minister is also speaking according to audit report. So based on the audit report, and the minister Gina so eka say per juma light wave no. It doesn't justify. Say we say it me too almost ask
Can I come in respectfully? I want to ask.
No, you cannot come in.
Not yet.
Respectfully.
Debbie.
You cannot come in.
Council.
Audit report.
You cannot come in.
Council.
But you don't
allow him to continue. Allow him to continue, Council.
You don't also control it.
That's why I'm asking.
Okay, ask him.
Debbie, you don't have right to come in. Banning you now 10.
Okay.
Auntie Nana.
On the audit report, no. That's
Nana. Nana. Auntie, Ejuma light wave no. Audit report eka ho. Ama ye hwe say Ejuma mu ye no. Ye de tu esenie so a.
Esisi ene.
Efetesika.
Good.
Now I was say Okoboy etu omo ana.
Boy audit report no. Mo man kwan mani yi ni ho ano. Why?
Minister has made it clear to them. Until Minister expose no.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm asking that we are auditing about Mia. As I say, audit findings, no. Omami who said these are your audit findings. That will be the preliminary stage. Now, me match will say, okay, these queries you have raised about Mima Juma Amaye, no, these are my responses. Then you factor that into your final report.
Minister in Parliament, Minister Yano, Eka say, wano wajinaso because Ejuma Muye no. It's not about say. So papa no buy no was so begin sika eka and minister dey too no so say look eduma wo ye no ene krampo ene sika wo gi ya no emfa based on the we 400 na 400 no regional hospitals do a we ye nie this is we ye nie as compared to na aka a drop so sin do a we ye no the number of regional hospitals are was say we ye including district hospitals no we dey come ho it is totally more than what we've done so far. This is a response given to him. Or one and the bufu ya one person over BA system ama Omunya Juma. So the blame and pressure was coming to Minister of Health.
Chris, my next question is this. Contract ya yeka hwasimi yankasa. Decision to allow light wave voice Omunya say Juma we. I shall say time be.
As I share under the first Mama administration.
Yeah, ben. Okay.
No, I don't remember the year.
You don't remember the year? Yeah. Okay. Contract term, no, then.
The contract term, no. The total sum of the contract was $180 million. And you know, Mubaya say they have saved the country $80 million. The question we are asking is, if you have saved the country $80 million, Ejumana was so muye. In fact, when they came to re-sign for the contract to continue, they review the contract.
May say
after review, no me ba. So
some of
no, our history is our evidence. You are asking me how the contract began.
Okay, Mate.
After reviewing the contract, they came to tell us that the contract was $180 million. So they have saved the country $80 million.
So,
and the $100 million was going to do the job. Ejuma na 180 million. What say no? Kasa omuka akro ma eti ase ni say NDC abani no sisi Ghana for because Ejuma 180 million. Omu so omu de koyo omu de omu aba omu de 100 million ebe yes aduma no. Is that not what they said? And you end up paying money that you have not, the half of the work is not even done. So where is the so-called $80 million that
you quantify half of the work? This question, you don't. How you?
But I've asked you 947 hospitals.
You're just been.
Now when you're 100, when you're 400,
because
no, Miba.
Simple. Chris, one can say a Juma teaching hospital. any population call any said what here would you even compare what so
and then me tie no habutra and na me say 947 so 400 now we no audited report krampo kire say the number of regional hospitals no e can to see na what the kai
audited report na way I don't know.
You want to see the report?
Audited report should be a public
document.
You
want to see the report?
Yes, I want to see the report.
We'll fly the report out. My next meeting, I'll come with the report.
No, don't
hit
me again.
Nana, I will give you the report to prove to you that
Nipana
out of 400 now, regional hospitals are
Mate madam say I didn't Chris Dugan Pamcha Momintie Charles Ousu. I was for Kokro Jumedi na waso egusu autie peace 104.3. Yeka say radio stations abro ha edusia etie programming e wo Ghana to don mama Ghana ne wiase afana nyina kwampoku CID ene Chris Dugan omo age me studio ha boso a omo mpese mema Reverend Charles Ousu mbacha mayimu mieri nyina frim May Mumier Munina Frim, Padomami Ventures also. CID.
When we invite you to Yoko, don't go there.
Stop that.
Mama Mintie,
you should stop that. They hide behind.
I don't want to see you burning ties and making noise.
You see, Crazy Dugan. Crazy. Pepramonso is in my crazy wine or sweaty. CID. Anyway. Monya ready am come text message no so answer na masa ba mama min tie Charles answer pacho mama min tie Charles Ousu kwambogu CID na obi amedu mo mic na mo kasa medu mo mic no tire mo ye nyina ye off air da bi mo nye report sam mama min tie Charles Ousu Reverend Charles Ousu
Nana
Dabi Chris mpado me pese betio
Nana
Chris dabi ultimate land bio oni CID nyina mo fa me time yes sir
Nana
Chris ni CID me ba
Nana
munya abotre yes Reverend Charles mamintio
mami fanchi akese nkoma Nana kwamba for to so enan oyenkwanza manhene minuse Nana wo US abuchiman mu on sorry mo mbada na me nchia eto sorry a odi me chia papa ya papa ya me na nampo na osunsia former police IGP na no pa be bia me chia pa na mafaso achia o mbeni kufo o ma be abutu bia no pa yi encha kese nkomo na me yonko bi wo kumase o ka kire me se to me hoho na me na me ne tena ye ka kire me se emre wo yi yeni enkaso enti de wo ye bia no o ya no hwene ye na de na oni me ka nyina no se o se ebuo ho ye tutu ye nimi entuntu ye chi ana okura de papa bia na wonama o kwa na wato ade kora to ni because o kwa to ade kora den akwa kofa ba to echi dia e be den se obetimi arechi now more questions and answers nsema question more questions and answers me say bisa o say ye nua kando health minister patro ansa obe health minister na o den e parliament
ranking member
e den committee so
health
team patro company na kese nya dia afi no hu company no ana me boa nyasa because ranking member on health there such a project there is nowhere committee in parliament enim hu he answer na program here den baso me how nyina no say ya de adwuma magana ni a na wie ye na enkoye because of BBI the amanyosem say a kind between NPP and NDC and assume you ko he for the suffer assassin na den ebre and now the company is suffering matie mi nua CID matie mi nua Chris can be say adwuma na de man kwa no wonye 50% and ye twa ni sika mana boroso aka say adwuma na onye nwie me bo ana na wo de adwuma ma obi nana na ni nipa ni dia no say fu a ye doyi me wo 10 acres na me dia ma say do ma me and na wa charge me bi a 10,000 Ghana cedi me kwa wa do 2 acres nya adwuma na do wie na me de sika de aka nyina ma ana
ba se bia me ka say don na wo twe
nana so ono na wo no e but owie odo but owie enti ye den so owie
tell me so me hian na wo twe
you see nana mama ye na ada ye ho look yenu akando obetima hwe nyame anima ka se afe ne wahu company na afe ne onim company nura say na all kind of parliament say obi ti say obi a we foreigner 100% Ghanaian also onim ne da na onko ne ho nchen da and so obe minister no onko papa yi nchen da owner of the company no yenu akando me kana bonte onim ne da onko ne nchen da mama mo yenye ho sa every mfie na bia and look me sure say the Nigeria for I see Ayama Dangote enye ba bia gina na ne oye the richest man in Africa na yenu Ibrahim Mahama ni jata cement se Ghana for nyina decide say e be to cement ye ento bia cement ye be to onso ne cement ye nyina ye djuma I'm sure say wa nduru nukra na obebe ho because ye Ghana ha ma jata cement e can say Dangote abebie shops are ne car say lodu ba say no e bro be 1000 every month bia what team did nyuma ba ha look what are we talking about is a system bank enye adwuma de
but apunta just a minute no you see no one is against me as somebody I always advocate for what Ghanaian companies okay me what NLA adeba kwa ebimu tuma aboso which you are aware it's about defending a Ghanaian company, KGL. And I will continue to defend it today, tomorrow, because it belongs to a Ghanaian. A year Ghana for a year, of course. So I am somebody when it comes to defend our own, I don't joke. Everybody knows my stand.
Nana, I do my own. Say, I give you a brand here, Zama. Say, the movie for an eye.
Yeah, the movie Canada.
Mo. Nti
soft code no belongs to Ghana.
The
soft code belongs to Ghana, not any individual company. Nti soft code ni aminu mi no dia.
Me bi say contract na ye sign ye no. Na ewo mu say so ye na adwuma nyina awia. Soft code na ode adwuma no. Ode be ma oman na na. Because agreement na wo.
Nana bisa me say question just a minute. Nana yes sign contract no mu betu ye no NDC government yes sign license contractor this is a license contract we make sure say adwuma ye no ba ye no we soft code no famo man no
on fama ye ansa no we na we
no fama ye
tambe
soft code now ye be ye no e o man ni dia because enko be say individual will be controlling the whole Ghana
Grace Fama yansa no Ghana have service o.
Fama ye. Yes, Ghana have service o.
Ansa no we adwuma.
Me say we adwuma na wo tua ne sika wi soft code ne ya wo dia.
Adwuma no we.
Wo ye adwuma na wi.
No, me so me bisa. Come on, he need to finish here. The expiry date no. Your expiry date. You have just said say adwuma nipa no onye half okura.
Sorry, I'm not taking your time.
You have just said nipa na adwuma onye half.
And we are the spokesperson.
Charles, o de koso.
Nana me tie o Nana wo bisa.
O di answer kwa family.
Minya Chris.
Nana,
obisa question answer.
Ka wo bisa me good question na wo.
Minya Chris obisi. Obisa question answer on one ho. Se owie na adwuma and I say assuming without admitting meaning say contract him there and owie all this soft code na dey e be ma oman no ama be oman na dia but adwuma no owie you are even saying say 50% of the job crowd owie enti na ade na e ba na adwuma no wie sika no so o charge ye no according to wo was welcome mebo
contract be one time
meba o say why over yamana overpayment. Overpayment means that 100 million now contract and Kesanians so I give more than 100 million there. Then we have overpaid. But within the range of 100 million, I say 280 million. Why are we saying he has been overpaid?
Shall I answer you?
No,
before NDC government came to power, there was expiry date. Contract be on a time on. Before we took over, as at 31st December 2024, no contract now expired. That meanwhile you trace about 70% of the money. Nipa date now so we and to trace ka what you where's transparency?
You know how you
transparency no why?
You know how you nim say contractor you sign o man bebre bibia yen expect say be system see how I say extension of contract. Days now the be even HYPOCRISY interchange. HYPOCRISY you can say Fanko Kwan. When him said that mra ye de to so no. Senka ye de be kwan na no. When him say twam. But you extend it because the scope of work now when team meet the deadline doesn't mean that you be human apoma African so say on free so because deadline I demand when team complete at that deadline you know free kwan so kon yen kofo bi
say be by deadline the why in so
is it no na my na da ye this is purely politics. 2015 edipa na adwuma no modi contract in man no or started with 3 hospitals in Kaswa. Otimi ye na NDC government extended call 25 hospitals in Cape Coast. So only 25 hospitals. And in 2016, Omulusu election. Then NPP came in. And omu audit. Share say system net say. Ampa system me ye na yeti ye ka say. Sabi na mu yusu mi krom kranka e de kansem. Say obi free kranka e won kransa north. Abedun kran ha na say oyare na call hospital. Ya fe ne ye kwa hwe ni folder de free kranka de aba. But born Dina through the card or the hospital no you be who ne niam also but me ka say me be say me fi Belgium and I say onam ho a doctor bia ni mo health status because you don't need to tell them once you bo why di to so kwa e be hu entika eye papa nti aban ne bai no hu say papa no say da bi ade papa say di me nka say free previous government so nti no metwam kache dia why ye efe yes standing code the whole country na yenya so mfaso yen na yegi tum se mo se 947 krana na wa obeka se wa ye over 450 something na adenti na ye ma na kwan ma na ye dia aka ento so na ye ntuanika na se soft code na ye pe a owi a on hand over from Ministry of Health now because the person ye free honti give a dog a bad name so that you can hang it. And now, yeah, body tissue. And when I watched my mini of parliament, because be a foreign be of free crew so. And the mammy, this had said, my main shady pakra or tell at the nature. So, yeah, go Jenny this year. Ghana Niba,
the company.
Of course.
Oh, I see.
What you say? Eti say, yeah, near ma, eti say ye or memu. Near Kikaya Hua. I contact Chris. So KG, I am for there.
Me say, Ghana Nidia.
But say, an intin and one year issue. You can say.
Oh, not at all.
Yeah, you can say.
Not at all. I'm saying, say.
So, can
me say, you my boss who say,
because we defend it.
My boss who say, Adena, me defend it. And I'm saying, it's our own.
Yeah, Minia, Okoboy, Dr. Okoboy, and a permit.
No, I would let me clarify this. From
yeah.
Me leaving NLE is not on any grounds. Me booming home.
What's he a true boss? Yes, sir.
Me booming home. I will not be in position to be accused by taking double salary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know when I had my appointment letter? I had my appointment letter 2 weeks ago, but I resigned just yesterday. That's the difference. What you say? Me my appointment letter last week.
There's a woman ministers that you double salary.
And take him another week to resign.
There's a woman ministers.
That is me. So no, let nobody create impression. Say, but I am giving example of Mr. KG.
Matthias.
Abraham Mimi wa NLE.
Matthias.
And Kofa Kiade na defense. I will defend a Ghanaian company.
Matthias.
Now where I work at where light wave okay we say Gonja Nidia. But I'm also telling you in authority say Onipana wokuta soft code no. He's not a Ghanaian, he's an Indian living somewhere Atlanta. So that's why you know. So let's
Ghana near Atlanta. See, one who said the impression the minister was creating is as if the whole system belongs to a foreigner. Now yet
but the foreigner control the soft code.
Me see yet
Minister Kaza one year.
Oh, on your foreigner. On your for a Ghanaian. And my created that impression.
And your calendar has a way a Ghanaian.
Say,
and your by calendar by her. And any
and you
the nationality.
The nationality Ghana.
Why? What over Marcus said Chinaunia Ghana need you.
Miss nationality teachers are Ghana. And you know, see, yeah, Kaki canon the no. I got that. Mamma can't show, eh? o se me di kan e 2 million minua akando or the oyi say we of Sunday stop list cra to no so
minister na
jema ofan kwan ben so only contract
send the contract
ya try to come more than what he's supposed to
is it the first time ya extend you be contract organ hada say adwuma ye dia ma no onwie na the contract na expire na ya extend the contract no is it the first time we BC wo man mu da and are we saying say he should refund the money because he was supposed to do 947.
He should refund the money he has
BBC
the one he has worked for is his
BBC
yeah. And then I
the man no. You check in a hospital by hospital payment in the year na. So we come for no chia. We be $1,000. We a grasa domia black cheap woman na. We be $2 na. You check here mu say 452 so then so why no. You check sika na. And so it be $50 million. No, not 80 million, and not 78 million. Is that what Sunday Canada? Did we sign the contract for the entire 947? And a contract and some $100 million, and I said, yeah, atomizing a hospital by hospital. And to where come for not here, Unisika Oje. And they say, Kase, why overpayment? Yeah, Kotia Frima, even who Sika do see a tiffin because one so can be. How can you compare Konfonoche to Busuyan Hospital? And now Suyan Regional Hospital to Busuyan Hospital. This is why Busuyan why Konfonoche. And to say also why 50%. Now the why and you train overpayment that is saying and I don't know in their own estimation as so to back at the Mount Ghana. Look, Mamma yes, sir. Mamma Kikaya Husa as Ghanaians. After all, dear Ben Pan is see until your friend Papa and Transit. We are Ghanaian. You want to demand the energy to say COVID by and you'll be a critic. I have to range them number. I see. Until I'm willing to buy you or contract and time I saw you. Until you have more extension of time. No moments you cannot charge any day for being and come home. You would have to finish the co-contract with the 100 million Ghana cedis now. Money. Guys, I send $100 million. $500 million. Any people come to I come to see a two shida money power about why? Ghanaian own company.
They are not mostly as you can say. In practice, they are necessary say. Think a force major here want to me and your contract no. You share idea cause say the delay.
Yeah.
It is a delay any free. Be a wo a contracting party to say wow now they
a
man no a contractor no now.
In this case, GOG.
Free wa. For instance, me here DC, you know, contractor be your man Juma also here Juma. At a point already certificate I need just come on because this can buy. It's a delay ya be 1 year. And the contractor need to meet the variation eba because prices no of goods now are changing. But when the boy in this contract can I say because the contract was stated in dollars. And the dollar in there also all the time you have a stable currency. Sanka a continue will see this more. And I'm telling you, say, and the 100 million I can.
Is it that reason why you pay 70%?
That's in so many cases in Ghana.
Is it the reason why Okobo pays 70%?
Contractor events.
Is that the reason?
Misando. How many years they did you and the Sikana Ghana man? Our executive a contract man or mine.
Under what circumstances? So please,
what I mean by if there was circumstances until there will be a way in the contract.
The circumstances are simple. The circumstances are that contract no one the time I was say we na do sika. Time ni soon no contract na expire. Eduma so a why no 1 year half waji ya 77%. There was overpayment. That is our stand. That is the minister's stand. And was I enrolling a new system? What I
want to
why are we arguing over this? Other than the pro I am baby and a
terms of reference
when you know your friend is
contract mu no ehemu say oye 20
undi for no kwatena kwa ho don't go and sit there don't go and block traffic
contract na number 2 fine ehemu say oye 20 obeji sika say oye 30 cause so a number of hospitals are obeye and ye dey tua ho ka into every hospital bia no e say na ye tua into when we 400 times the number of money na yes 400 na be tua no ye tua but your contract me sir
meaning but Chris but chance me about Chris be out 2 questions. It's a new one now. They may be so much as a founder. The man is saying, costing you saying.
Even minister himself say, I won't say I enroll. A lot of things are coming in. And very simple. If I'm quoting minister himself, but I'm telling you that it is not up to half of the first contract. The total cost of this new contract is not up to half.
And are you saying they say I'm governor the amount omo here with that valid contract and
me say omo here but it is not up to the total sum the total amount of money no but for now we cannot come out with the figure because a lot of things are coming in
which number how many number of hospitals omo here
Cardinal.
Me say omo here the entire 400
yes but yet me and drew half of
947
yes and yes of course the same 947 away
o man na mo de o man kwa hu chirem keke
in which way
the 452
analog
the 452 hospitals from 947 constitute 70% of the work done.
Yeah.
The 452 no, it constitutes 70% of the work done. And to work as a man, you just took it abstractly. And that's why I said you are just being disingenuous.
Chris.
You're just being disingenuous. The 452 70% of the work done.
Is he? I would say, wow, local. We say 452. Me and for constitute half of the work done.
Yes.
I mean, how? We your mass, me say. Me say 947. Who they tell me? Very simple.
Chris, baby, I want to ask you. They say, me catch it earlier. Say, Ejuma e work Kolibu teaching hospital. Ain't me the same as Ejuma e work.
Nana, yeah, this analysis now we are trouble. There may be just me say.
Why account card okay? Onye, Chris, onye sir. Because why yeah? Analysis now. Won't me catch me say. Hospitals near 942.
Hey, oh my,
okay, 942.
Ghana be
Nana
me say 452 now work.
New contract no. Time be NPP approval.
Your original hospitals and district hospitals.
As I said, you free and crime. Charge me, but if you said you free and crime, Eko Kumasi. Now my charge you say, Mame 10,000. A Jumano Fakesi and wire. Because what you pokuase. What are OCM if I was say Osino what are enyinam enti de aka no enye den te say the wire
na ba cho company ne track record dey dey omo dey never for free
na unim company grow
na bi so omo me ati say uhia experience and say etima mo adwuma organa ha de be say me bisa say company no hospital hold what say na wire bi da am ye hu o man mu nti asese ye yi the ono existing ones
if sasana o can their argument no
but
because light wave before light wave he baba say contact hospitals do the sign or
Matthias here but
starting from Kaswa
say company
total argument is fraud akunta
Chris
before every man 900 and what you call 47 no na why di kan yeden aye bia ma yahwe oye me okay 2015 or starting me ensa e Kaswa
me say me no ka say
2016 oye 25
new system wa
25 and no test here answer na ye dey aka be share
new system na minister enroll no
everything
about I can say so almost all regional hospitals
Chris
has been captured so far.
Chris.
A minister can say
Chris.
in the subsequent days no
new company
who bisa
the benefit
na we bisa how will I answer you
me na be who
entity
new company not the same
new company me what new company name let me
and what are the terms of the contract
and terms of contract you see and now ubisa me even the figure.
Company
And I'm saying the figure of the contract. I can say it in authority. Say I'm fair to JCC because a lot of things are still ongoing.
Company, your friend.
Other hospitals, even these hospitals. I'll give you the hospital. I'll give you the contact name. Oh, please.
Your information also you know put it out. Nana information.
I have overstayed. Welcome.
Who tie me and out? You see,
my question. Me say
commissioner. You put information also you know put it out. Yeah, the paper now you know. Commissioner.
And every information that we hear.
Company.
What
is the question about the company? See, company, your friend is saying.
I'll get to the company name. Current, I don't have I'll get to the company name.
You don't have the name here?
I don't have the name here. But I'm saying that I'm making an important
point. You don't have the name here, but you know how much
Nana, me say, as I speak to you.
That been a contract.
Original hospital.
That been a contract.
Anyway, gentlemen, Mama me famunsi ase na ebre aso. Kofi Kombese the royal baby and na ono mo beto asa kom se premo ebeto. FM Nana Yaw Kesse with me from the cardinal on behalf of the crew. And I'm the esi metremo ma chairman Jena Kwame Sefakai. Me the rada sumdwe eja mu nyina.
Enti wutie ensem omu kan ya. Explanation pese ba pa. NDC communicator and pese will give you explanation. Over say Nana Yaw Kesse account across no. Na odi nkomodidi bia betwa mu. Na chese waye niema bi na wo kan sem bi. And yes, some NPP na monko contest for positions. Monko contest for what? Positions. No be a musa mu NPP for. Afi dia mu nye journalist bio. No be a musa mu NPP for mu nye journalist, mu nye non-partisan journalist. No be a musa mu partisan journalist. Because sometimes na ya na me mega metenase me dwem ha me tiase. Say utimi yi wani eyo ho ti se wo NPP ni ankasa be ye bisa wo se wo party ben ya usi debi. Despite media wana ankasa ofa sa kokuru ko dwumadi show no. Omo mutena bia no. Omo nkan kware. Kwame Sefakai ni ya Nana Yaw Kesse. They don't speak the truth. Always they think say omo party ni aban mu. You know, they always want what downgrade. They always want what Amuka say tarnish the image of that Abanya also by bringing NPP for more mistakes or more yeah. I ne Rajon Mahama aba waton boasia also saw Niemano and I say also for Niemano. These hypocrite political journalists, so-called non-partisan journalists no. Almost said that the science and the bar no more their counter. They na say the mistake NDC for and so MPP for IEB any two, and that wasn't the case. You know that is not the case. That is not what the case. That isn't the case. No, quite me will say NPP for bomb or minor. They came, loot, share, and destroy. Omoni devil bibia nsunsunye nam because Bible amya say obifo no ba na so selfo no bo ba bewia wo na wasel na wakum and people also ba they will come loot share destroy. That's all what I say. Intina omoni sebi devils omoni devils nsunsunye bi endam. But you can NPP for our media in various radio stations. Our from home non-partisan journalists and I say independent TV. Those are the people they are very dangerous to our political our political activities in this country. Omonem suma se kode na obwanji ku na omudia shombotom na omudia betinase afedi omu ebo jandam negum. Those are the people. Those are the people. They always take something to speak something for something. What na make na say they always take something to speak for something and for something. So omuji bibi no mo betina hono ma there's no way who was now can. Omunyanti you, but bibino mwajeno. Ehwa edo mutirimo. Ehwa edo mutirimo. Omwadwin ene daso. Anya wo sebi obrusi benyado. No kwala de ba ho no. Anya wo NDC a wo ya wo beka no kore. Anya ye Radwan Mahama adwuma wahyase a obo. Na wo mu be so se beka. Wo hyase anomo jandam na hia wo. Na obo na so kika ni kwanse kika. Na wonya kwan kasa wa hwe ya to ba ma political party, the communications team crying in ade. These are the things that omuya no mu die yomo say obecheche nyemo munu. You see, I was here senka many NDC for and all these radio stations, you will be very careful with them. You will be very, very extra careful with them, because these are the people, they don't want your party to flourish. Among person mo party in bed, they always want this NDC in the position, NPP for us. Obobano mo be Ghana Brokana, they want it in that way. No muti no muso jijis cannot mo cover, because they always benefit from NPP. That is the media. Some of the people in the media space, they always benefit from NPP when they come to power. But NDC for they claim to you. NDC for killer in the India. We had the Muntia Opaka and Yobeka Umunfa. Because I understand a Gigi at the Titiomo. Gigi at the in your ding, or the patriotism, or the boldness, truth, honesty, and auditing party. And they cry and say, Cofobinum Sicadia, your mother, Nankasebia Busebian, NDC, dear, or Moody just ye cannot or a can whoop up, Nakana Coon. What did the Michonas? Journalist may be almost a Mudia into Munium homicide. No matter who you are, Munium side. Among MPP for day. Oh, yeah, Okojo Gina Kokamame, Okojo Gina Yesi, Gina different. Saturday, the Munium MPP for Yadi. They are always side with what the MPP. But this time around, because you are John Mahama. And we some of us know, we will what? We will protect this government. We will show this government with truth, honesty. You be kind of actually Timamufor. You be more Timamufor who sample and people for by say. So you will always protect this government by saying the truth. It's mamunsuro what you say, but MP NDC for the Becca chairman, so money them who need ma. Now make sure say corruption na a kufa bijado and any crofo or more edida no I ne hana nene crofo kinufrata, they will be prosecuted. That is the only thing me make here. They will be what? Prosecuted. If they are able to prosecute, in fact, we some of us we will get the vim and the vigor and speak for you always. But if they are not being able to prosecute it, in fact, we are going to speak against you, and we will make sure 2028 people will vote against NDC. Simple as ABC. And this another thing. Happy Sunday. Open show. Bye bye.